Now, I'm going to tell you the truth, and this is why I almost stopped dropshipping. Well, to give you the simple answer is it's because it's challenging. It can get really challenging, and let me tell you why and how to overcome those challenges. Now, the first one is that payment holds are a real thing. No business wants its funds locked up, whether in an account, whether in stock. You don't want your funds locked up. You need cash flow, and you should avoid that, because if it's not PayPal holding your funds, it's probably going to be the company or organization you use for your payment gateway on your dropshipping store. If they find anything suspicious on your store, they'll hold your funds. If you don't submit enough documents, they'll hold your funds. For any given reason, they can hold your funds, and if they hold your funds, that means you can't take that profit and run more ads. That means you can't take that profit and buy more stuff to improve your store. That means you can't take any of that profit to yourself, you see, because they can hold your funds for weeks and sometimes even months. Now, to solve this, you have to do deep research on good payment merchants that do not give people trouble, and you have to submit the correct documentation when required, because trust me, if you skip any of those documents, they might let you sell, they might let you use their payment gateway, but sooner or later they're going to hold your funds and request more documents. So just do everything orderly, get a good payment merchant and submit any required documents that they need. As you know, most dropshippers like myself use Facebook ads to run ads and to generate traffic or move or bring traffic onto our stores. Now, Facebook, once you're starting out with a new account trying to run Facebook ads, you will have daily limits on how much you can spend on advertisements. So that amount will gradually increase as time goes. It will be less than 1,000 Rand per day. And you might think 1,000 Rand per day is a lot, but sooner or later you quickly realize that 1,000 Rand per day isn't much, especially once your store starts growing, or if you want to generate tons of traffic or views. And then you'd have to revert to something like TikTok ads. The cornerstone of your dropshipping store is the advertisements, the ads. Now, running successful ads will literally determine the success of your dropshipping store, because if you can't reach people and if you can't increase that conversion rate, then there is no point of you dropshipping at all. And that's why you have to be able to and be skilled enough to create ads that are engaging, videos that cause an impulse sense of buying, an impulse emotion in people, videos that make people want your product. It is not easy. I shoot videos almost every day. I make YouTube videos, and even I find it extremely challenging because your creativity levels will just be tested, and it's so tiring to keep doing it over and over and over again, because you test products, sometimes you tweak your advertising strategy, sometimes you find what works in the video, sometimes you don't. And that's why it's easier to just have a third-party service or third-party company that can run ads for you, something like Viral Ecom Adz, in my opinion, because all you do is send them your product and they'll generate a video for your product with voiceovers and so many different options. Because when you go onto their website, you can see the type of additions they can add onto the video, and they just give you a quick turnaround time with all the necessary details that are needed on a video to actually make it go viral. The link is in the description to go to Viral Ecom Adz. Now, how do you find a winning product? Although I do have a video on this, a full video on how to find a winning product, people still ask me how that is done, and I understand why. It's because it's one of the most difficult things to do in dropshipping. Even experts struggle sometimes with finding a winning product. You can go, for all I know, test 10 products and still not find a winner, and get the 11th one that is your winning product. That's why I suggest you use AutoDS. It's going to simplify your life when it comes to finding winning products and suppliers, because their products are linked to where you can actually find the product. You know what I mean? So if you see the product, you can actually see the supplier on the AutoDS platform. And to add on to that, AutoDS has an ad spy tool for Facebook ads. So that means you can see the winning Facebook ads and the current trending products with just the click of a button. And if you use my code in the description, you'll get an extra month free trial on AutoDS. Please excuse my voice. I have some sort of flu that makes my voice a bit deeper than usual. I don't know if I like that or not. Now, one of the ways to actually market your dropshipping store when you are starting out dropshipping, or to actually get traffic to your store without actually having money for ads, is to do Tik Tok Organic. That's what most dropshippers do in the beginning when they don't have enough capital to run ads. Now, this has a disadvantage, because what happens is sometimes if you post videos frequently because you're running Tik Tok Organic and you don't edit the videos on the TikTok app before you post them. You actually edit them maybe on CapCut or Adobe Premiere Pro on your computer. Once you post videos frequently without actually editing them on TikTok sometimes feels like this is a bot. You're posting 2 videos a day and you're not even editing them. You know, it just sometimes it seems odd, and you just created that account on top of it. So now you can easily get shadow banned on TikTok or banned, and then when you open another account you're still using the same IP address and you're gonna get banned again. And it's insanely frustrating because you're gonna post so many videos and you're only gonna get like 5 views, 10 views, and that's nowhere near the numbers you want, because you want at least 10,000 views, you know, to actually get any attention to your store. Now, to avoid this, you can use GoLogin, because it allows you to actually manage multiple TikTok accounts on one phone. Even if it's not TikTok accounts, even if it's Facebook accounts and you want to run multiple accounts for Facebook ads, you can use GoLogin. The link is in the description and you will get 40% off if you use that link with my discount code. And a lot of pros don't tell you this. The dropshipping pros, they don't tell you this. They just say just use TikTok Organic. But the reality is it can be challenging to use TikTok Organic, because TikTok is most likely going to shadow ban you once they see suspicious activity. So you might as well use GoLogin to avoid all that. Now, the next thing we have to talk about is the dropshipping suppliers in South Africa. Now, this is the most commonly asked question for me. How do you get your products? Which are the dropshipping suppliers? My TikTok account is just full of such questions, okay? Now, finding dropshipping suppliers in South Africa is not difficult, but finding high quality dropshipping suppliers in South Africa is difficult, very difficult, because proper suppliers are limited, because even the suppliers that you are using as your dropshipping suppliers are dropshipping themselves. And I've mentioned this before and it frustrates me so much. Like the time I started dropshipping, I was using ZA Dropshipping, and I don't want to taint their name or anything, but I found their supplier. They don't know this, but if any of them are watching my videos, they would know, but I don't think they would see it anyway until I get big soon. I found out that they were dropshipping, so I found my supplier, you know, and I realized that they were selling things at such a high price. They were selling it at almost double the price that I eventually started getting the products for. Okay, so ZA Dropshipping, I know your suppliers, man. Let's go to the next point. You will realize that testing so many products burns a lot of cash, and having good startup capital is quite helpful. It can take you so far in dropshipping. I'm not gonna lie to you, like all these people that tell you that, hey, you can start dropshipping with absolutely no money and it's so easy. It's challenging. It really is. Once you face the challenges, you'll understand that it's part of the journey. It's challenging. It's not easy. It's not supposed to be easy. Okay, otherwise everybody would be good at it. That's just how the barrier of entry works. Now, I know a lot of people have been questioning why I don't post journeys anymore. Like, why don't you post your dropshipping journey anymore? What happened to Takealot? In fact, the people I meet in person that actually watch my YouTube channel, like people who have subscribed, they'll be like, yo, how are you, man? Yeah, I like your videos. And then they'll be like, what happened to Takealot? What happened to dropshipping? How are you doing with this? You know, obviously I do explain to them what's up and everything. But I also don't like posting those journeys anymore now, because people know so much about my journeys when I post online, to a point where they can actually find my dropshipping stores. They can find my seller account on Takealot, which has been done before. At least that person admitted it to me and told me. And even my dropshipping stores, oh man, these people are just so good at this. I don't know how they do it. Maybe I'm just too open with my screen recordings and so forth. But yeah, it just made me like wanna back off from that type of content, because I feel like now everything's exposed. So I will maybe try to think of a way around it. And yeah, I really hope you did enjoy the video, and I hope you press the like button, and I'll see you in another one. I don't know if they actually do this at the end of a scene in those movies and stuff. Do they?